If a man commits a sin, let him not do it again. Let him not delight in sin. Pain is the outcome of evil.
Another canvas for the easel. Chapter 9 is called Evil. Diamond powder for the sequel. Diamond powder for the people. Evil deeds in this malice jungle. Heinous nations, corrupted hustles. Flagrant hatred, detractors haunt you. Hate to say this and I ain't want to. And even the righteous had evil thoughts. Wicked lingers over noble hearts. Wickedness, suffocation of innocence, that's how it starts. Diabolical affliction, vision clouded by the programming society's infliction. We surrounded by corruption, nefarious mentalities develop under fragile circumstances, but it ain't nothing you can tell them. I know evil, 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 evil.
Let a man avoid evil deeds as a merchant. If he has few companions and carries much wealth, avoids a dangerous road. As a man who loves life, avoids poison.
Yeah. Poisonous anecdotes, tarnished progression. Born innocent, learning from the start of inception. Stepping stones to a more conversation.
Yeah, we were set up for failure.
Lord, I got the wrong thing up.
It's for my people to shine. I think it's time.
If a man offend a harmless, pure, and innocent person, the evil falls back upon that fool. Those who are free from all worldly desires attain nirvana.
Platinum Nirvana. Chapter 9, one time. Yep. Diabolical affliction, vision clouded by the programming society's infliction. We surrounded by corruption, nefarious mentalities develop under fragile circumstances, but it ain't nothing you can tell them by nothing. So what does this all mean? Where do we go from here? Careful, you gotta take caution before you steer. Think twice before it's lights off. Think twice or it might cost. Cause you gotta steer the boat. Never use autopilot. Cause when evil takes the wheel, sound the sirens. Whoosh. Evil.
Even an evildoer sees happiness as long as his evil deed has not ripened. But when his evil deed has ripened, then does the evildoer see evil.
Yeah, chapter 9. Look.
Remy.
Brought out. Brought out. Brought out.
Peace and blessings, my melanated brothers and sisters. How everybody doing today? It is 2:47 p.m. Central Time, 3:47 Eastern. Yo, Eugene done put up another one. I told y'all. Lullaby and good night.
I feel like I can never believe that we were set up for failure. I feel like complaining about your hardship
real quick because it ain't that long. It's like 3 minutes. But like I told y'all before, he was sitting on the bed with some fake Gucci spreads and some what are those? Oh, I forgot to drop the link. Hold on. This is clear harassment, intimidation, threatening behavior, one of them things. I knew it was a word I left out that title. Why ain't nobody tell me my title don't make too much sense? Hold on, let me go ahead and edit this. There we go. KD, peace and welcome. So, Charlie, hey, peace. You can see that I remember this setup. This is around the time, remember he had that iguana in the back? Ate that round in? When he was renting them sweet, you can clearly tell that's a hotel room. Look at that big ass box in the wall with the phone cord coming out of that hotel. That's a hotel. But this is they just going through, probably combing through his phone, finding anything that ain't been posted before, and probably some stuff that has. I'm quite sure if we scroll down IG long enough, we'll see this video again.
Or doubting your ability to transcend the depths of poverty, transcend any form of adversity that you've been confronted with, I feel like that is disrespectful to your creator.
Pause, though. That robe go with that room. That robe go with that room. Therefore, he stole that robe from that room because he did videos with him in this robe outside. Hey, KD. He done stole the hotel robe. Ain't this a mess?
It's disrespectful to your ancestors. It's disrespectful to whoever you make subscriptions to on a spiritual or metaphysical level. How dare you even contemplate
subscriptions? Lord.
For a second that you cannot persevere that which you are confronted with. Less than 1 million sperm, a little less or a little more, has raced to the oval. And you won the race amongst near 1 million sperm. You went in a race amongst 1 million entities just like you, with the flagella flapping and all, with your light shining.
Melissa,
keep in mind that a woman's body is designed to destroy you as a foreign invader. We don't want to believe that at one point in time that women were able to sexually reproduce. Fine. We don't want to believe in parthenogenesis. Fine. That's an argument for another conversation. But what we can confirm is that when the sperm goes into the woman's body, it's considered a foreign invader. And that's why when that sperm hits that ovum and the zygote is created, there's a protective mucous membrane that is created outside of it to protect the newly formed entity from being destroyed by the mother, because it's considering the sperm as a host. And that's why sometimes women still have postpartum syndrome after, because subconsciously they still want to destroy the goddamn child in the most extreme cases, because they've been
What? I'm with Remy. Yo, I ain't know you could pack this much foolishness in less than 5 minutes.
The sperm goes into the woman's body, it's considered a foreign invader, and that's why when that sperm hits that ovum and the zygote is created, there's a protective mucous membrane.
No, Char, it's a little bit more simplistic than that. The mama was blowing up his phone, threatening to call the phone. So he didn't get to complete what he was trying to do, which is why it's just on the upper portion.
That is created outside of it to protect the newly formed entity from being destroyed by the mother, because it's considering the sperm as a host. And that's why sometimes women still have postpartum syndrome after, because subconsciously they still want to destroy the goddamn child in the most extreme cases, because they've been attempting to destroy the foreign entity that is the man's sperm from the time it went into the womb. But that's another conversation for another time. The point that I'm making is
This Negro been reading half the pamphlet at the doctor's office. RH negative. When you have some time, look it up. If you are a negative blood type, you can also be RH negative. And if you have a child with somebody that's RH positive, then if the child bleeds in any type of way while it's inside the mother, then the body will see it as a foreign invader and she will have a miscarriage. Once again, a little piece of truth with a whole lot of lie.
You've been under duress since the time of your existence. You've accomplished the impossible because you raced almost amongst 1 million of your own kind and still you were born. So this means that you are a miracle. And being that you are a miracle, what else can be hard? You won a goddamn race amongst 1 million of your own kind in an environment that was attempted to destroy you, and still you were born, despite the 50-cent sodas. Despite all the food being pumped with hormones, despite the drugs that they gave your mother before you were born, despite all the stress.
Boy, you were 80s, baby. You ain't got none of them excuses. You was drinking out the fire hydrant while they had to chap that bit open in the middle of July to have a water party.
And conflict and Maya that she was subject to that could have terminated you just in the form of stress, because stress kills children. You still were born. So how can you sit here and honestly feel like you can't succeed? The hardest thing you've ever done was be born. And you made a concerted and conscious effort to do so. So a word to the wise, man. Whatever life gives you, you can beat that shit. Whatever life gives you. You own one. You can win. Share this video. Blessings and abundance.
I'm gonna have to pull the violins out for this one. I can't. So you mean to tell me you said all that to say you gonna get through going to prison? I don't know. Yo, Cupcake sent me the thing like, 1090 Jake said that Florida jail is like the GTA of prisons. You done, son. You done, son. Cupcake. Girl, no, that was that sympathy video right there. Oh, goodness. Look like y'all ain't striking hard enough on this one, family. On IG, it must be different. Mm-hmm. And then he had something up on his reels. Hold on, I'm gonna read it off again. Hold on, I'm looking for something here. Like they ain't listening. Time to pull out the big guns. Somebody say who holding the camera? Oh, they took it down. Little bitch. And then you know that disgusting 9-minute video he had up, right? Why they got it pinned so it don't go nowhere? This is that sympathy plea. Can't never find this when I need. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back.
Because I know.
Hold on, y'all know I have to prepare myself.
Deep down in my heart,
Eugene, boy, you done fucked up this time. You sat up here and then posted all these videos because you saw it was free. And you thought that you was gonna trick everybody. But we all know that your ass is down in Miami-Dade prison somewhere getting lost in the system with a big nigga named Leroy kicking you on the back of your neck because it's getting towards the end of the day. You got them posting on IG talking about you beat everybody in groups and you need some competition. The last thing you'll be thinking about in prison is a daggone basketball court. Boy, I tell you, it couldn't have happened to a better person, but God bless that child because she's going to have to live with that image for the rest of her life. Rough blocker. That's the GTA apprentice. Remember now. Boy, Eugene, if you'd have turned around and turned your ways and turned against your ways, you wouldn't be here right now. And you wouldn't be lost and lonely in LA. Riot wouldn't have her big comfy couch wherever the hell, whatever dude done scooped her up got her at. And Victoria would not have a social media career popping up in other people's shit. Eugene, we thought we was done with you on September the 6th, but just like the desiccated cicada husk that you are, you still want us to think about you. It must have got stuck to us, like one of them things do. Everybody from down south know about that shit. Cupcake.
Hey, sweetie, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I only have a little bit of battery on my phone left, but I know that Remy's in the room, so are a lot of other people, but Remy specifically. So I wanted to come up and kind of give an update on, not Eugene necessarily, I'll get to him in a minute, but on some other things that have been discussed over a long period of time regarding young Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
So when young Pharaoh was in Katy, everybody knew what his address was. That was the reason why the cops were able to knock on his door, and a lot of other things happened when he was there that didn't necessarily go down on film. But, once he left Katy, Texas, we knew he was in an apartment, but we didn't really know where it was. And so anytime you call, whether you're going to call the police department or whether you're going to call the FBI, if you don't have an address and if you don't have a location, there's really not much that can be done. Because, the kind of threats that they kind of have to deal with on a daily basis, they have to prioritize everything they're going to get to. So they're not going to prioritize somebody that doesn't really have a known location. So, even though outreach was made, there was really nothing that can be done. So one day I said in the chat something about like, I can't wait until we actually have his address. And you said, oh, we have his apartment complex.
Yeah, so, somebody dropped it.
Yeah. So that was a huge shift. And that was a big change to even have the apartment complex where he was. So on Friday, I called the apartment complex. And the woman who answered the phone, she was very concerned. She was one of the management individuals who runs the business, and I was on the phone with her for about 10 minutes, and I was able to go over what he's already been arrested for, what those charges actually were, who they were directed towards. And because Remy runs an inventory, on his page where he pretty much addresses everything he does, I've been watching him, make a whole new inventory of threats. And some of them are directed towards the same people. So she wrote down everything that I was talking about because she was asking me, like, for clarification and everything. And what she requested was that I actually kind of write like an email, like an overview and a letter to the management there and to the larger management of the complex, because usually apartment complexes are owned by, larger corporate entities. And she wanted me in that letter to kind of list everything that I can and what we would want management to know about. So I've been working on that over the weekend, and really, if you just go to YouTube and you type in Young Pharaoh threatens, I mean, it's just this huge mass listing of everything that's there. So, once I kind of put that together for the apartment complex, they'll have a complete and total understanding of who it is that's living in that apartment. And I wouldn't imagine that they're going to want to continue to have him staying there, because I made it very clear he's issuing terroristic threats and he's already been arrested for those. And so that's one thing I'm taking care of. It's really amazing. Like, I don't even have a channel, and these scammers are like a full-time job. I mean,
Yes,
they really
they
are.
are.
It's just crazy. But the other thing regarding Eugene, um, up here in Michigan, there were, obviously we're kind of not as diabolical as they are down there in Florida of taking care of business immediately. Florida is just, very, very intense. But up here in Michigan, when prisoners are being transferred from, reception and, whatever they call the places that they're going to take them to for processing before they put them on the bus to take them to whichever prison that they're gone, it can be a month and a half before on the public inventory it's listed where the prisoner is actually staying. I mean, I've had to wait for a month and a half to find out where people are at before. So once we have that address, that's the opportunity to find out who the staff at the prison would be. Who's the warden, who's the psychologist, who's the chaplain, everything like that. So my intention with the help of other people is to pretty much, because Polite is going to tell them what they want to know. And to the extent that they've looked online to actually realize who he is or not is kind of a negligible chance that they're actually going to do that, given as many prisoners as they have to actually process. So what'll happen, it's like he's going to tell them what he wants to know. And so what as activists, what we're going to have to do is, write basically like a personality profile of him, like an overview of everything that he's kind of been up to. And once that's received by the personnel that's at the prison, that's gonna kind of alert him to who he is. I mean, because he's gonna go in there, and I mean, even though he's a chomo and he's gonna have to kind of deal with that situation, I mean, he's not the only one that's in there that's of that caliber. You know what I mean? So if we really want him to be, if we want him to be received in the proper way that we want him to be received, that's something that we can put together, because he'll probably end up being in at least 2 to 3 different prisons while he's there. So one of the reasons why, you want to get, well, I'll do my best, me and some other people, to kind of get that off the ground as fast as we can, is so that goes in his records. You know what I mean? And because anytime he's going to be transferred, he's going to be transferred with his full records. I will eventually reach out. I'll probably have to create like a fake account or something. I'll reach out to the people who are running his IG, and I'll reach out to Facebook, and I'll let them know, like.
Oh, Facebook is gone.
Oh, his Facebook is down now?
Yeah, they struck that down. Good job. They struck that down about 2 days ago, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Moo. Hey, Manuel Niquabu.
Because I've been over on his Facebook for a while, but I was leaving comments on there, and even though I was leaving comments, about him going to prison and all kinds of shit, they were asking everybody on that page to inbox them. So
that Michael Nowak one, that's either a scammer or that's one of them scamming under his old account, because he used to use that account.
Okay. Yeah, so
the brother Polite one is the one that's gone.
Any social media account that we either know of that he's behind or that we think he's behind, eventually, I can't do everything in one day or 1 weekend or 1 week, but I'll eventually I'll reach out to them and just say, you're being monitored. You're being monitored, and all of this activity, if there's any scamming that's on here, it's going to be handed into the warden. You know what I mean? Because they're going to continue to go for broke, and it's not like, they're going to continue to do what they can with the legacy that he left behind. Who knows whether the money's going to go to him or not, but these social media platforms are terrible at policing themselves. You know what I mean?
Yes, they are.
They're horrible at that. So, some kind of ramification, if they're still trying to route money to him, has to be taken care of. So, but I just wanted to say what at least has happened with YP, because that's been a long-standing issue, not knowing where he actually resides. That's been a big stumbling block. And I didn't.
At least we found him before we got evicted.
Yeah, and I didn't ask the woman for his apartment number, because I knew she wouldn't give it to me anyway, because that's against the law for her to do so. But if we continue, well, after I, do what she's asked me to do, which I will do, then I'll move up to another step of that. Just kind of continue to go up the rung on the ladder. But if he continues to be in that apartment, which would mean that they're allowing him to actually be there if he continues to reside, then that's when, the situation can kind of be escalated.
Yeah.
So that's kind of all I wanted to say.
Thank you, love.
No problem. Everybody have a great week, okay? Bye.
Bye. We're doing good, family. We're doing good. We got to put some WD-40 on the wheels, and they moving briskly. Somebody is actively fiddling with that page. That's all I know. But it's like, it don't take much brain power to see. Hold on, I'm finna pull it up and let y'all see. Okay. This is Eugene's IG. Put a one in the chat if y'all still there, because I'm on the other profile, as y'all can see, trying to. Okay, now look at this right here. Look at this sign. Look at it good. It says Warwick at the top, like Dionne Warwick. This is the same place, if I'm not mistaken. Look, it's the same flipping sign. Thank you, Shadow. It's the same sign. See that? Warwick. Same light, same chandeliers, same place. Could be the same night for all we know. That's one example. And this was put up when? Now, about 9 weeks ago. And there should be another one if it hasn't been taken down. Here you go right here. And this one says Vendo. But see, it's the same setup. You pay for your own VIP section. It's silliness. Just a disrespectful old bastard. Then all these pictures you see him with celebrities, he goes to events. He gets somebody to take him to events where celebrities are at, and then he sits there and takes pictures with them. He don't know these folk, most of them. I wonder what Langston said about Polite going to jail. There go Vicky. We got to be kind of far down the timeline. It's 192 weeks ago. Chilling. Like some of the stuff he done took down in preparation for putting it back up, and other stuff he just leave it up and just repost it. And they don't pay too much attention. See, there go the Red Swan daughter. I don't even know who that is. Right, chilling. Right. Don't matter. It's gonna come down soon. What is this? 421 weeks ago. Talking about he going to the Bahamas with his economic plan, and he he added middle world peace. Hey Gail. Yeah, I saw it. Talking about he needs some more competition. Leroy ain't doing you good enough, Eugene. Look, putting holes in ISUPK's Bible 440 weeks ago. Now look at you. I didn't get to take a screenshot of it because I was at work, Gail. But yeah, I saw it. Just done got ugly about a year. Do they make fluffy vegan waffles now? Last I checked, vegan waffles weren't as fluffy as regular waffles because of the flour. See, look, even right here, He got it up 400. What was that? 440 weeks ago. 421 weeks ago. And then you scroll up a little bit, and here he go with the same daggone video. Just reposting shit. Look. Hey, the fraud and charlatans. There he is out there with that man that think he Jesus. Him and Inky. I ain't never seen nobody hairline go back and fall, back and fall, back and fall before. I don't think he started the IG until he started shooting up the Bibles and stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Gail. I'll hold on, my eye itching. We ain't posting old Sinetta clips. Shame, shame, shame. Speaking of, Frank, how you gonna sit up here and say you tried to warn people about polite? Oh, if y'all don't stop. Could be the fraud and charlatans. See, then look, he talking about, I am very proud to announce that we have over 300 new covenant members that have officially set up their bank accounts with One United Bank. Hey, lovely. Gail, you'll be all right in a minute. Just a hot, steamy mess. He can't go to theme parks. He can't go to regular parks. He can't go to the library when he get out. He can't do shit. That's goody for his ass. And then you go to his face that is on YouTube. And he posted it on there as well. See, he started posting on here really until 3 years ago. And then 2 months ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 1 day ago. Let's see if anything on the community tab. Nope. Thanks, Cupcake. Gail, you still there? There was an accident. Try to type now. You should be good. Look, I'm surprised they ain't did no call from the jailhouse yet. Or maybe he ain't got phone privileges yet. Oh, goodness. I need to go do some ship orders. But once we find out who posting on their Instagram, and you know he got a Clubhouse and a TikTok too. But we still got work to do, family. We still got work to do. Like, Tasha, you over here doing the work for. And when it comes to a child predator, you damn right. What do you want? You want me to end the live? What do you want? Prosecute. I ain't with y'all in these long behind soliloquies. And he's sitting up there. When she posted that mess, he didn't post it. If she didn't even talk to him yet, because he still might be in processing for all we know. He did go to jail on a Wednesday. I am dirtymike.com. What? Hey, Robert. They can't use the phone in county jail. Okay, Gail, yeah, email it to me. Pay. Cut your camera on real quick so I know you ain't a bot. And then they drop down. We had all kinds of people in here this morning. Crystal, come sit down. Hunted, boo thing. You just want to go outside and look for that cat. No. Man, oh man. But now I see now we're gonna have to keep an eye on his shit. Cause they trying to be slick. Matter of fact, let me check that TikTok now. I mean, take your pick. This one ain't his. If it is, it's one of the troll accounts that they got. But you see, it's like a gang of these motherfuckers. Yeah, see, that's one of the scam ones.
Boy, roll, bitch, with the money long as 6 mile brick.
This one ain't been accessed in a while. Oh, there you go with them credit restoration microwave fake. Robert, because they want to sit up there and keep up the controversy so they'll have something to talk about. Oh, speaking of something to talk about, I was looking at something earlier today. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, what was it? Colin. Dude done scammed a whole bunch of podcasters. They say it's like $4 million. This bust open like Friday, I think. I got it, Gail. Hold on. Let the music play down in Fraggle Rock. Shoot, don't talk about food. I'm hungry too. Thinking about making a nice sandwich. Oh, here we go. This shit isn't for me. I just came from the yard cooking these niggas in hoops. I need more competition. See, this is not even convincing. It'd have been better off if you'd have said jail isn't for me. You want us to think it's just one long basketball game. Right, chilling. Fruit is always good. I'll eat a fruit and cheese plate and be satisfied. We'll be like, you just gonna eat that? Oh, speaking up.
Oh my gosh.
They probably got butt so much and they're gonna try to stretch this shit out. They're gonna try to stretch this all the way out. What's wrong with you, Crystal? Crystal say I gotta pay the cheese tax. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns, additions, subtractions? As usual, y'all will be kept up to date on what's going on. Hey, Earl, you in the hospital again? You all right? And then because Whitey's court sentence didn't go with their narrative, they want to overlook it, Robert. Yeah, let me get off here so I can go do some shipped orders. So, I will holler at y'all later. I hope you get to feeling better soon, Earl. And this is Trip C's Treehouse, where it's always swinging, and we're out.